Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wasted Paycheck Garage. Today we're going to be dealing with some issues with transfer case fitting and a whole bunch of other stuff that I had been dealing with for the last few weeks. I didn't record any of it. Well, I did record a bunch of it, but it all ended up being a bunch of nonsense. So let's just fast forward ahead to right now. So for the last few weeks I've been dealing with transfer cases and cross members. I was gonna get ready to move this back and drill new holes for it and mount it up. And then I decided to test fit my transfer case to see if it was gonna fit. And I was planning on using this one, but it is not even close to right. It hits the frame rail, and even if it did clear the frame rail, it was gonna hit the floor over here. So I decided to throw my old transfer case in, and I realized that the front drive shaft was gonna hit on here. So that definitely wasn't gonna work. So I started looking for a different transfer case, thinking that my old one was a Borg Warner, but it turned out to be a NP205, which is what I wanted. And since the NP205 wasn't gonna clear this cross member, it was either clearance this for the front drive shaft or just make a new cross member. So I just fabricated a new cross member. Took me a couple days of test fitting and welding and stuff, but I just got it finally installed. Just made up some plates for the end. It's 5/16 iron, and all 1/2 inch hardware, grade 8 hardware. I bent it here, put the tube through. This is 2x3 1/4 inch wall tubing. And I used the old transmission mount for the T18. But yeah, it turned out okay. I can live with that. But this transfer case is leaking and probably has some bearings going out in it. It hauls pretty good going down the road. So I found another 205 transfer case. I'm having that one rebuilt right now while I work on the mounts for this one. And then once the other transfer case is done, hopefully I'll have the mount for this one done. I can just swap them out real quick and be done with it. I need to take my drive shafts down and have my rear drive shaft shortened 3 inches. I'm gonna have them rebuild the slip yoke and stuff right away. I'm just gonna wait on the front one. I don't really feel like spending the money on that one right now. I'll just do it this summer sometime. I never use 4-wheel drive anyway, especially not with these tires. But the transmission is officially mounted in the truck. So the next step is to make this transfer case mount work. I think I can make it work right where, make the old one work. Just gonna drill some new holes in the frame. And that's about it. But that's where we're at right now. After I get that mounted up, the last thing to do is make the master cylinder work for the clutch. I've been putting that off. I haven't been looking forward to that, but you're gonna have to do it at one point, so we'll figure it out. But we're pretty close. We're getting there. Really, I don't think this cross member looks too bad. A couple weeks ago, I made up a quick drawing. Made up a quick little drawing, some measurements, did a little bit of math that kind of was right, kind of. Dig deep in my brain for that stuff, but it turned out okay. Hangs down just about an inch below the transfer case is what I wanted. In case I go through a ditch or something, which I tend to do, I'll catch that cross member on the ground before the transfer case. That way I don't rip that aluminum tail shaft right off that transmission. But we're getting there. There's one more thing I want to show you guys before I end this off. I work on this truck a long time. This is my master cylinder. Line for the slave cylinder. Stay tuned if you want to see that. So I'm going to end it off there. I don't really have anything left to do right now. I could start fitting that master cylinder up, but I'm really not feeling it tonight. So that's going to be it for this part. Hopefully only one more part to this. Going to get that new transfer case in, get the linkage working, and then I got to make the hydraulics work and make the linkage work for the master cylinder. But that's about it. Hopefully I can get this truck back on the road. I'm ready to drive it again. But until then, this has been Wasted Paycheck Garage. Thank you for watching.